Hi everybody, it's Christine Bertram and I'm coming to you live from the Hive here in Fond du Lac, Wisconsin. We are ready for another mystery card making night. It is the August card making night, mystery card making night. We're going to give everybody just a minute to get in here. Hi Susan Bellamy, hi Sarah Merchant, hi Tony Shaw. Nice to see you here. Hi, Karen Cotton. Nice to see you as well. There's Karen Wetstein. Thanks for the thumbs up, you guys. I found my cell phone. Hi, Susan Bellamy. You just asked me if I found it. It was right where I left it. Hi, Debbie Gast. Hi, Randy Schultz. Long time no see. I was creating at my desk upstairs, and I have a little pull-out drawer that has like a little ledge. Hi, Lynn Beasley. Hi, Dawn Ablett. Hi, Marshall Long. And a really funny story is Diane came over right after I was done with class. She was probably here within 10-15 minutes, and we worked on designing the Them Bones cards together. And I sat down at my desk and I said to Diane, oh, I haven't seen my phone for like about an hour and a half now. It's just gone. I don't know where it is. She's like, do you want me to call it? And she's like, I'll call it. I'm like, okay, cool, call it. And as she called it, I looked down, and right on that ledge where my there's a drawer. It comes out. It was sitting right on that ledge. Hi, Connie Moore. Hi, Cindy Runtree. And so as you started to call it, that's when I looked down and there it was. Hi, Paula Rice. So yes, it was exactly where I left it. And when I ran back upstairs right before our class at 1 o'clock, I looked and scouted the room, but I never looked up and over the edge of the desk. So yay, we found it. Yay, yay, yay. So wonderful, wonderful, because when we get done with class, I can share with you guys how to post your creations on the Facebook page. Hi, Wendy McCormick. Hi, Sarah Mitchell. Thanks for sharing on Facebook. Cindy, I really appreciate it. So I'm going to drop the camera down and give everybody just a moment to get logged in and live with us, and then we'll start going over clue one. I want to share with you what we did this afternoon. Oh, Jeanette is with Dawn as well. Yay. Hi, Jeanette. Hi, Sharon Land. All right, so let's get this up. Turn this off. Hi, Jenna Helms. Jenna, when I'm done with this class, it is on my radar for us to chat. Hi, Linda Hall. Busy day. Yes, yes. Hi, Jenny Vitali. Jenna, when I'm done with class, give me like a half hour, and then maybe just shoot me a call or like call me. I was gonna say shoot me a text message, but just call. Give me a half hour afterwards. So my plan is, I'm so excited. After my 1 o'clock class, which was the festive tags, which I'm going to share with you right here. This is what we did this afternoon. Hi, Susan Wormley. This is what we worked on this afternoon. In case anybody missed it, we made a kit together at 1 o'clock. Hi, Hildy. Hi, Sherry Sarton. Hi, Pat Fleming. We did this kit. So in case anybody doesn't know, Stampin' Up! Offers kits, and everything's pretty much ready for you to put together. And this was great. We made all these kits, or these tags in this kit. It took about 45 minutes, I think, to make all of them, if that, and they turned out really good. And we also talked about how we could put them into cards. Hi, Ellen Brover from steamy South Florida. We talked about how we could make them into cards if you are not into tags. Easily make 15 Christmas cards or winter, winter cards. And yeah, we talked about that. It was a cute little tag kit. Hi, Judy Sharp. Hi, Ethel King. Hi, Barbara Rudolph. All right, so that's what we did at 1. So double class today. And the exciting news that I shared with everybody this afternoon is that I almost have the Autumn Creative Escape cards designed. There's one left. It's almost done, though. It's pretty much mapped out, laid out. It just is a matter of cutting all the bits and parts and assembling it. And so I'm so excited for that, because I think my plan is on either Tuesday afternoon or Wednesday. I don't know when yet. I know Gina has class, you guys, on Wednesday morning. Hi, Cindy Miller. Hi, Sherry Martin. And so it would be Wednesday afternoon. It would be Tuesday afternoon. I want to go over the 9 make and take cards, which are so awesome, and show you what the attendance gift is, and give you guys a rundown what the Autumn Creative Escape is for those that don't know. I'm so excited, though. We do have 106 people signed up. Yay. But I'm looking for potentially 14 more. We're prepping for 120, which is a little bit aggressive. Last escape we had 100, so with it being already at 106, I'm like, well, there's no reason why we can't shoot for 120. So I'm going to do a special live on what it's all about. Hi, Dawn Reader. So that's what I've been working at, you guys, since yesterday afternoon. 8 escape cards and 4 them bones cards. So we got another class, and then tomorrow I also want to get the September monthly cards done. Yay! So rocking and rolling, you guys, getting lots of stuff designed so that we'll have a showcase. Denise, it wasn't missing, but I was working with Diane, and we had a limited time frame. Hi, Elaine Rebeck. Hi, Linda Grady. And so I saw the call, and I was like right in the middle of like that designing with Diane, and we had stuff we were cutting. We had a hot mess. The cat was sleeping on the table with us, and I just was like, nope, I'll call you back. So yes, Deb, I found it. So Denise, I owe you a call back. You guys, this is, I gotta show you. Diane sent me this. Hi, Susan Ray Hendricks. Diane sent just, you guys, just warning, cat picture here. Diane took a picture. This is pretty much where, this was us this afternoon. Honey slept right there, like that, just pretty much right there on the top of stuff all the entire afternoon from like 1:15 until about 5:15 for 4 hours. She pretty much slept right in the middle of where we're working. So you guys, we're working on Halloween cards at the moment. So you can see there's like a spooky night that we're working on. So that was our design. So if you guys, this is what my craft room looks like. I got all my reinkers up on the wall. I got some stuff hanging up there, got some dies working. We were at the little mini set next to us. And so, yay. Awesome. All right. So it was a productive afternoon. Thanks for sharing and liking, Susan. I appreciate it. Hi, Patty, right? Okay. So that leads me to this. I think everybody that I've been seeing rocking and rolling in here has been watching me for quite some time. I don't see a lot of new names, but there's a couple. In case you're watching me for the first time, this is Mystery Card Night. I will give you clues while you make a card. Generally, I make a copy paper card. I use copy paper, but you guys have been giving me feedback that you like that I actually put like the shell of the card together, and and then you guys can always decorate later on. And so I pulled, if you guys can see here, I pulled stuff together. Like I pulled my designer series paper, colored cardstock 1 and 2 in white vanilla. So we'll go through this in a second. We'll go through our clue 1 to make sure we're all on the same page, because I did have 3 people reached out to me about my clue to making sure it was correct, and I'm pretty sure I have everything correct. Hi, Darrell Hoffaker. I think I have everything correct, and we'll go through it as we go, and we'll hopefully figure out. I think it's right. Like I looked at the sample that I actually have, and I measured everything like 3 times. So if this is your first time watching, we'll go through the clue number 1, and then we're going to start to put it together clue by clue. And just know that if you fall behind at any point, just keep watching, and hopefully then by the time the video gets at the end, you'll kind of know how the card should look and how it should go, and then you can always finish yours again later, or you can watch the replay. So as soon as I hit the end button on this video, that's when you guys can catch the replay. So hi Polly Libby, just know you guys, I am a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator. I have been using Stampin' Up! Products since like 2000. Like I was a little baby girl. No, I'm just kidding. I was in college, and I've been using their products ever since. I finally became a demonstrator 13 years later. And if you don't have a demonstrator that you work with and you are looking to get Stampin' Up! Products, I would love to earn your business. I give away card classes for free when you order a certain amount, and you use my host code. So yes, Susan likes the shell so much better than the copy paper. I agree, and so I was upstairs with Diane, and it was about 5:15, and I thought to myself, you better start pulling some stuff for tonight. And so I just grabbed hodgepodge stuff, and like we're gonna roll with it. So just know that as you complete the clues, what the girls generally do is they give me a thumbs up, or they give me hearts, or they say I'm done or I'm ready, and that helps me to know I can move on to the next clue. I try not to go too crazy fast, but I was saying that I'm a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator, but that doesn't mean that, I guess my point with all that was, hi Jennifer Summers from Oklahoma. My point with that was that you guys don't have to use just Stampin' Up! I know that there's a big wide world out there, and there's so many different things. And I guess my number 1 goal there's 2 goals. One is have fun, and don't be overwhelmed, just enjoy it. But like the other goal that I have is you guys to not buy more stuff for a class. Hi Sherry Everett, use what you have. We all like to collect things, and what I really love to challenge you is pull that stamp set, pull that designer paper, pull things that you have bought in and you've never used, because this will give you a purpose to use those things that you buy. Because the last thing I want is for anybody to ever buy anything and then it sit there for 15 years collecting dust. I know that happens. I promise you. Like, I am probably like one of those people that happens to. Less now than it did in the past, but we all buy things that we like ooh and ah over, and then we hide them away or put them away. So use the things that you have. Hi Deanna Stell, hi Corinne Bouvia. So those are my two goals. Have fun and use stuff that you haven't used before. Now, hopefully having fun is going to come natural. But if you're using something that you've used before, that's okay too, you guys. There's no right or wrong way to do or make this card that we're going to do tonight, okay? So we're going to go with it. We're going to go with the flow, and we're going to have fun. It's nice to see my thought process at work. Exactly. I didn't even cut my designer paper yet because I had questions by a couple people about the continuous pattern and how you don't lose it when they're two different heights. Okay, so we'll go through that too. So if you guys, we haven't had any spammers for a while, and which is great. Oh no, I just saw that Brenda. Hi, Brenda Lovelace. We were saying that your husband lost his wedding ring in the toilet when hospitalized. That's not good. I missed the first part of the conversation, but it's nice to see you on here, Brenda Lovelace. Hopefully you'll get your happy mail soon. The new envelope with the correct address, apartment number went out last week. Yay. Okay, so you guys, we're going to flip this down. All right. And so we're going to go through some things. Tall equals T. W is wide, acronyms. WV, white vanilla. PCS is pieces. These sideways slants are like a break in the paper, like in terms of the measurements. Like I use CC for coordinating cardstock, PP pattern paper sometimes. And so just if you're newer, you might not understand some of the lingo. And so I break it down by different chunks. The one thing is that I've always been told by people who do this, that like they start with the designer series paper. So I went and I grabbed, this is new designer series paper from the Garden Walk suite, or there's a bundle or a suite called Garden Walk. Modern Garden is the bundle, and I think Garden Walk is the suite. We're doing this for ink, paper, scissors actually in October. So this was open, and so this is what I grabbed. So if you start with the DSP or designer series paper or pattern paper first, that's always a cool thing to start with. And then like you're trying to figure out coordinating colored cardstock. Well, like look in the paper and see what you see. I saw peacock. It could have been Lost Lagoon, but I liked peacock better. But I also saw flirty flamingo. I think it's flirty. Well, it could be coral. Coral. Hang on. Let me pull the coral up. I might be wrong here, but let's just see if this is coral. Would that look better with coral? Well, there you go. Well, that just got me stumped here. I almost think this is more bright and cheerful summery, where this goes into the more fallsy. All right, you guys, while I keep talking, give me a hint. Do you want to see flirty or coral? Okay, and we'll keep talking while you guys tell me what you vote for. Say flirty or coral, and then we'll go from there. We're going to keep walking through our papers, though, because I've got this ready to go for flirty, just in case we end up with flirty. So coordinating cardstock 1, you need 2 pieces. And this is where, you guys, it's your card. If you want to change anything up, you can, right? So ultimately, the pieces are what matters. It doesn't matter what colors they are. So and I'm saying this because I realized that I didn't cut the same color for this one. So flirty, flirty, coral, coral. Oh, you guys, flirty, flirty. I think I'm seeing flirty. Flirty. Okay. Flirty. Play. Oh, your color. Okay. It is really a horsey piece, but I'm seeing more flirty, I think, than coral. But wow, it's close. It's close. We're going to go with flirty. I'm seeing more flirty, and I've already got this scored. So we're going to go with the flirty. But thank you, you guys. I love it. That was a lot of feedback. Awesome. Either one you cannot do wrong with. So 8.5 by 5.5, which is 8.5 by 5.5. Score and fold at 2 1/8 and 4 1/4 on the 8.5 inch side. So this is my 8.5 inch side. So I've got it scored at 4 1/4 and 2 1/8. It says score and fold it, so we might as well score and fold it. But you're probably wondering, well, does it go in or does it go back? And I guess that's where the next clue is going to help. So for now, we're just gonna leave it folded as a card base. We'll just leave it just like this, and we'll talk about this score line later in life. All right, so there's that. Now, I have here another piece, and it says it's 2 by 3 3/4, score and fold at 3/4, 1 1/2, 2 1/4, and 3 on the 3 3/4 side. Well, here, me being me, I did mine in peacock. I was going off of my memory of what it said upstairs, and the instructions were downstairs, but it's gonna still be okay. Yeah, coral is listed on the package. It definitely is, and it definitely goes with either one, though. I feel like when I put this like this, that also looks really pretty. So yeah, I got this cut already, you guys. It's just coral, flirty. They both. I don't even want to keep looking at it because either one looks good. I think if I haven't already scored and folded this, I would have been going to the coral, but I saw so many flirties coming, guys. So we're gonna go with the flirty. Okay, so back to this, you guys. I should have done it. Trinket says, should the bump be on the inside of the fold or the outside? I guess, personally, if you watch some guy named Tim Holtz, he'll tell you what to do, because people have told me that he did a video on it, and I have not watched it. I go by what feels right when I fold it, and it's like, for me, the bump was down and then the bump was up, and that's how I fold it. Now, when you go to fold this one, it's going to be the opposite, though. So when it comes to the bump up or down, you guys, I don't have the answer. You guys, I've been making cards for 20 years, and I personally don't take a preference to the up or down, except for when it's like, sometimes when you fold it and it's hanging over the edge a little bit on one side, I take it and I fold it back this way, and then it's not doing that. That's how I decide. And sometimes honestly, you guys, I don't know. Shrink it, that's $1 million question. Should the bump be on the inside of the fold or the other? Somebody online here that's watching right now might even answer that and say the technical response or answer for it. But I guess I don't even know what I looked at. I don't even know, because once I fold it, I can't really tell which is which. Honestly, they look identical to me. So I don't know. You got it. Oh, here. So this one. So these are scored, right? So how I fold this is so my divot is down and there the bump is up. How I generally fold them is with the divot down, I fold them like that's how I fold. That's how I fold my paper for the most part, unless it needs to bury the bump. Exactly. There's Donna Grushki. She said bury the bump. And that's exactly what I did. The bump goes on the inside. Okay, that's how I feel it works best for me too. That's generally what I do. But if it ever is like where it doesn't look right, I'll do it the other way. But generally, I love it. Bury the bump. Jana, that's perfect. Thank you so much for that explanation. You guys, bury the bump. That's perfect. Okay, so we have this guy. You guys, if you didn't guess it, we're making a fun fold. So we've got this guy. All right, so that's ready. We need a coordinating cardstock 2. That is 5 3/8 by 4 1/8. That's what this one is. 5 3/8 by 4 1/8. And then we need a 4 by 3. Okay, so we've got that. That's a 4 by 3. And then we need some, we didn't finish up here. I went straight for this one and missed the white vanilla. We need a 3 by 4 1/2, which is this guy. And we need a 2 3/4 by 3 3/4, which is this guy. All right, so if you didn't guess it, you're welcome, Trinket. I'm gonna have to remember the bury the bump. So if you didn't guess it, this is a mat for this one, and then this you probably are not quite sure where that goes, unless you've made this card before. And then we have coordinating pattern paper, and I hate when that rolls over like that. I didn't catch that rolled over like that, but 5 1/4 tall by 1 7/8 wide. 5 1/4 tall by 1 7/8 wide, so it's 2 of them. And then a 5 by 3 3/4. So 5 tall, and keep a continuous pattern or mix and match patterns, however you want. Like in this case, I could have mixed and matched this, and done one side like this, and I could do one side. That's nice. I might do that actually. All right. But it talks about a continuous pattern. So here's the little trick, you guys. I'm gonna work ahead a little bit. Just know that this folds back. We'll talk about that in a moment though. And so our continuous pattern is going to be like this. And then this one would, okay, so, because I'm going ahead a little bit because of the continuous pattern. I don't want to get anybody like hosed up. Ultimately, a DSP is going to go here, one's going to go here, and one's going to go here. That's why I mean a continuous pattern. So when I put this here, like I grabbed a 6x6 sheet, which isn't always the best for doing a card that you need this much DSP for, but I'm going to make it work. All right. So what I'm going to do is this goes here, this one goes here, and then I grabbed another side strip from somewhere up. I got another one, and that's going to go here. And I'm not going to worry so much about my continuous pattern because ultimately the card shuts like this. And what I really want to do is I'm not going to worry about that continuous pattern because I have a 6x6. Okay. All right. So how are we going to do this though? All right. So this right here, we talked about our pattern paper being 5 by 3 3/4. So let's cut our 5 inches off, and I'm going to flip it this way and cut off the 5 inches. Oh wait, 3 3/4. So sorry, 3 3/4 is what we need. 3 3/4. I almost was like, nope, not good. So now this flips back like this. So this is for here, 3 3/4. Now this one needs to be 1 7/8. So I'm going to do the 1 7/8 off of, it needs to come off of this side. So I'm going to flip it like this. Okay. And so I kept my continuous pattern, right? That's my continuous pattern. All right. So far so good. And now the top one is 1 7/8 as well. But what I might do, because I'm using another piece of paper, I might just put this here and see once, do you see that? That kind of actually looks like it kind of can match up good. So we're going to just do this one at 1 7/8. So I'm just doing the widths at the moment, guys. Okay. Just the width. So we talked about this, we're talking about that right now, Luann. It's really supposed to be a 1/4 inch shorter. Yes, that's exactly what I'm going through right now. Hi, Mary Gunn. So just stay tuned because that's what we're talking about at the moment. So you're right in the thick of it. Hi, Angelique. All right. So now I've got all of my patterns here lined up. Okay. Why is it? Okay, Lisa, that's what we're talking about right now because you have a mat, you guys. This is matted here, right? This one's matted, and this one is not. These two are not matted, okay? All right, so we've got, you guys okay? And the other thing I'm gonna do, I'm gonna trim this down a hair. You know, we started it at, well, we'll leave it the size it is, you guys. So do you see here, we have a mat, but we don't have mats, right? So find where your centers are here. Like we want to keep that continuous pattern, right? So here's what's happening. This is the top and this is the top. Now this one, we want this to be 5 inches, right? So cut it at 5 inches right here. Okay, so we're cutting it at 5. And now that's that. Now this one we're going to cut at 5 1/4. Okay. Now it doesn't matter if your paper is a random pattern. If it's continuous though, now we've got a continuous pattern going. And now this one needs to be 5 1/4. So, all right, you guys, there are no mats here and there's a mat there. Now if that bothers you and you want to put mats behind these two panels and make your DSP shorter, go for it. Do it. It's up to you. Like, it's your card, guys. I'm just giving you the logistics and the layout for a card, and how you want to do it is up to you. Now, the one thing I am noticing is that this peacock mat, I gave it to you probably a little bit bigger than what it needs to be. So I would actually, if I were you, I would trim it down to a traditional mat. Yes, Luann, if you want to, you could do 1/8 of an inch off of the top and 1/8 off the bottom. I didn't because I just trimmed it off the bottom, right? So I am going to cut this down, you guys, just a little bit to make, so I see a little less peacock here. All right. So if you guys saw what I did is I have my tops pretty much the same, and you're not gonna really see it, but yes, Luann, this is actually, you're right, 1/8 of an inch should have got cut off here and 1/8 of an inch cut off here. I mean, my pattern, you guys, I don't know if you can see this, but you really can't even tell that it's not, like, it was continuous, and it just, it's good. The other thing, if you don't want to worry about a continuous pattern, take this one and flip it over and use something different that is coordinating, okay? You guys, so ultimately, this is what we're doing, okay? So you could even put, you know what, if you don't want to worry about a continuous pattern, swap this out with a piece of cardstock and emboss it, okay? So really, it's okay. However you want to do it is up to you. But this is ultimately what we should have for paper, okay? We have our 3 pieces of designer or pattern paper. We have a card base. We have a mat. We have something that's going to end up being for our focal stuff. We have another piece here that you're wondering about and potentially wondering why we have this, okay? All right, hi Gwen Simmons. Okay, so are we good, you guys? Like, are we good? Like, hopefully you guys, again, Naughty Nancy would say it's just paper, right? And when I'm looking at this, yes, the flower, like this little guy's right there and that one's there. But because of the gap, you don't really even know that they were connected so much. Now, if you have a really, like, you can tell it's a continuous pattern, then you might suggest, like what Luann said, cut 1/8 of an inch off here and 1/8 off here. Oh, I think that's what she said, yes. Okay, so you guys good? We got our paper set. I mean, that's everything that's on here. Paula says thumbs up, okay? So, now, again, if you don't like the concept of this not being matted and this is matted, cut yourself some mats, trim your DSP down or your pattern paper down, and go that route, you guys. It's all good. You're gonna see when it all comes together that it'll look okay that this isn't matted. Okay, it's just perfectly good. Good. Okay. Are you guys good? Good. All right. Without further ado, we're gonna move on over to clue number 2. Clue number 2. All right. So, what does clue number 1 entail? Your pattern is houses. Got it. So make your houses so that they're aligned across like this, okay? So I'm going to move this stuff off to the side, right? Because we're going to start with fold and burnish the card base on the score lines. The right flap panel folds backwards, okay? So we already discussed that, so you guys already were clued into that. So take it, burnish it. So this is what you guys want, right? It's like a Z fold. Okay, good. Adhere the largest pattern paper mat to the coordinating cardstock to larger mats and further adhere to the inside of the card base. But you guys probably have already guessed that. Now remember, I just trimmed this down. I made it to be a traditional 5 1/4 by 4 mat, all right? So let's go that route. So if you didn't cut yours down, you could definitely do that. If you are somebody I know that's by the name of Mary Lemke, you might consider cutting out something from your mat here too, because we're gluing this whole mat here down, and you could potentially cut like a label, or you could cut a tag out of the middle, because ultimately, watch, it gets covered up. Now let's just see if I've got, I think it goes this way. Yep, like that, okay. So this is getting glued here, all right. Denise is jealous, she can't wink. All right, next, adhere the 2 paper pumpkin pattern paper thinner mats to the top of the folded, so the top of the folded back panel and the inside middle panel. But I think you guys know that because I already had this kind of laid out. All right, so let's glue this. Okay, and keep them in order. That one's gonna go here. And this one's gonna go here. Hi, Carmen Sanders. All right, you guys probably just saw this. Hi, Terry Schultz. Yes, Mary Lemke, paper saving. I know that you tell me you do that. And so I think of you every time I cover up a whole mat. All right, you guys, this is what we got. Okay, so now, Luann, you have houses, right? So before you get glue happy, see what your houses look like. Do they still look cool, like a continuous pattern through here, right? Maybe it's not going to be the best for a continuous pattern for the card. I'm not sure. Like, lay out your stuff before you guys get glue happy, though. Make sure you're happy with it. I'm happy with this. Like, it's good. I don't mind that the peacock is only right there because we're not done yet, right? We've got more stuff to add to this card. Okay, so gluing. Are you guys good with glue, 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 glue? Get glue happy. All right, so I think I'm safe to go over to clue number 3. So let's get there. All right, so far so good. We've talked through the hard part of this card so far. Is that part, like cutting your paper. All right, now we're gonna get to play with this thing, right? So this was ultimately, you guys, if you had a scrap paper that was 2 1/4 or 2 1/8, like you could have made this taller. This is gonna become a tube, and it's the height doesn't matter so much, but you really did want to make sure you scored them at like 3/4 inches. So it says fold the 3 3/4 by 2 inch mat. Now again, you guys, I just said that I was upstairs going off of memory. Like, if this is peacock or if this is flirty flamingo, it doesn't matter. Either one's gonna look good. You might have it match your card base, is what I originally intended for it to be, but again, I messed up and I made a peacock, and it's gonna be okay. So what you wanna do is adhere the panels together to make a tube. So what does that mean, right? So ultimately, you wanna make a tube. This is a tube to me, guys. I didn't know how else to say to make a square tube, right? But how do you adhere this together? What would I do? So I'm gonna put a little bit of adhesive here and then just shut my tube, like, and it should be good, right? So what are we gonna do? Tear and tape, liquid glue, pick your poison, whatever you want. Might do both as well. So, whoa. So you're gonna take and put a little bit of tear and tape. Now this is, Emily likes the magnifying glass. Good, I like that. So we are going to pick this off, and potentially you could use a little bit of liquid glue as well. Like, it doesn't hurt. It's a fun fold card, right? So you want to make sure that it's going to stick really good. So let's do a little bit of liquid glue as well. Now, instead of doing this in the middle of the air, like up here, you might consider just putting this flat and rolling that over the top of it. Like, okay, because it will keep it nice and straight, right? So instead of trying to connect it and you end up getting them like crooked and kitty wampus, this way it should be flat. You know, I hope you guys saw that. I put that side down and then I put that over, and it kind of just makes a tube. Okay, this is our tube, you guys. That's what it looks like. Now again, it could be longer. The 3/4 is a good measurement. So that's how we ended up with it being 3 3/4 long. Okay, so hopefully you guys can make a tube like this. Now, pay attention to where the seam is, right? Because my seam is right here. I don't want to see my seam if I can avoid it. So the next one says here, adhere the tube into the inside card base fold. Inside card base fold by placing adhesive on the bottom. Oh man, hang on. The other right? Okay, there. The left sides of it. Okay, good catch there. I was reading and like, that doesn't look right. Marcia, I don't email the clues out. I actually put them in my VIP page. I started doing that a couple months ago, so that's where I'll do it. So let's talk about this. We have our seam, guys. It's right here. See, there's a seam, right? I want that to be in the fold here. So what you want to do, it says glue the bottom. So this is the bottom, and you want to glue the left side. Ultimately, what you're doing, guys, is we're going to glue this into the crack right there. It's going to get glued. Now, it could, see, peacock is pretty. It accents it. Flirty would have blended in more. So either one's fine. Okay, but we are going to put glue here and on the left side. All right, so to me right now, they're the top two here. My seam is right here. So let's grab our tear and tape. Oop, that's a little long, that's okay. So Cindy said I only emailed out clue number 1. I have not emailed out all the rest of the clues because we're just doing all the clues right now for the first time. So after I'm done with the live, and by tomorrow sometime, I will, in my VIP page, I'll take this PDF and I will put it in my VIP page. All right, so that's our tape. You guys, again, the seam is right here. You know, the seam is right here. And you could do liquid glue as well to make it really strong, okay? And I'm gonna only do this once, guys. I can't do it again. Once I do it, it's done. So again, it was the bottom and the left side. Bottom left. And now what's gonna happen is you want to put this, Cindy, or Marcia, I don't know why you're confused. Tell me what you're, because Marcia, you said, did you email all the clues out? No, I didn't. The clues are all right here. I don't share the clues except for clue 1 until before class. I only share clue 1. So we're in the middle of doing all the clues right now. And so we're on clue 3 right now. And what we have is this basically glued together. The bottom is here. This needs to go into the fold, and it's going to be centered top to bottom. And you're just gonna set that right in here. And then what I wanna do is, I don't wanna squish it in there too much, but I wanna make sure it's nestled in there very nicely. Oh, Cindy confused her, perfect, I got it. And then just shut this, okay? I'm gonna, hopefully that adhesive will bond. And when I open this up, it's going to be attached in the corner like that. Okay? Does that make sense? I hope it makes sense. Oh, Marcia's good now. Good. Okay, cool. So this and this would be your top and your right side, right? Remember, I made that wrong. This is supposed to be the left side. So I will fix this before I save it in the VIP page. All right? So you guys, this is what we got so far. Once you guys are good and you have your tube glued in here, and you guys, I didn't measure top to bottom. It kind of gets hidden anyways behind what we're going to do next. And so just as long as you guys are good with at least this happening, because ultimately this gets shut, right? And when somebody opens it up, you know, this is where we're at so far. So now I'm ready. Let me know if you guys are good with your tuber boober here, and then you're gluing it in the inside. And again, what happened was the seam where it connected is way back in the crevasse now, back there. All right, Paula's good. Tony's good. Dawn's good. Yay, okay. All right, and Cindy and Marcia, we figured it out. It's all good. Gwen said it makes sense. All right, fabulous, fabulous, fabulous. Okay, well, without further ado, it's time for number 4. I had to look down, you guys. I lost track already. 4. We're on to 4. 4, numero cuatro. All right. Oh, man. Okay. Now, I don't generally stamp with you guys on a night like tonight because normally I make you guys do all the work. But I might have to do this because I want to glue this in. So you guys start working on it, and I will explain to you what you're doing. Hi, Christine Hannon. Mine no longer opens perfectly flat. Is that correct? It should be flat. Like, look. So I don't know how you glued it in, Luann, but mine is flat. Is everybody else's flat? Because when I put this flat like this, like mine, like that is what the inside should look like, Luann. It should make a diamond when you're holding it like this. So mine is almost flat. I mean, I know I have paper in there, so it's a little bit thicker right there, but hopefully everybody else's is good. You guys can let us know if yours are not flat for any reason. Let us know, but I think, Luann, it should be flat. All right, you guys, I'm going to get you started on this. And then I'm going to go get some stamps for myself, but ultimately this is where you're at. Stamp a sentiment or sentiments and or focal images on the 3 by 4.5 inch white vanilla mat. So it's the bigger of the two, right? Do not grab this one. This one is for somewhere else. Okay, Paula's is flat, so she's good. Hi, Dee and Dawn. Linda's is flat. Luann says it's flat closed. It is not flat open. It is not flat open. I'm not sure what that means. It's not flat open. Mine isn't flat either when it's open. Mine is making a box, a tube in here. It shouldn't be flat open. It should be making a tube like that, Luann, like that. Okay, so you guys, we're going to be adhering this momentarily, so don't kind of get worried about this. Give yourself a minute or 2 or 5, whatever you need. figure out what you want to stamp on here. I will tell you this is ultimately the inside of the card, and it's going to be attached right here, okay? And ultimately, just to show you, it goes right here. This is what it's going to look like, and not to give too much away, but this will be going here, okay? All right, this is ultimately what it's going to resemble. So anything that you stamp along the edge here will be exposed. And so if you like to stamp focal images, like on the bottom corner here, you might see it hanging out the edge there. So when you're stamping this, you're definitely safe with a sentiment here, and you're safe with anything on this side, but anything around this outer 1/4 inch is going to be seen. So keep that in mind, okay? Paula says, should a sentiment be clear left or right? So to get a better idea, you guys, just picture this being here. When it's closed, it's going to look like this. But this, I'm trying not to give too much away, but this is going to ultimately be how this goes, right? So I'm going to stamp my sentiment centered right here, and I'm going to find some sort of a focal image for it. So give me 30 seconds. Ah, Cindy said using real paper is really helpful. Well, you guys. That's funny, Cindy. So I think of like, well, how miserable did I make it for you guys for the last 2 years of using copy paper? Because I started doing mystery card night in, what was it, May of 2020. And so we're on 3 years of mystery card night. So I think I started using real paper 2 months ago. So I feel like when you tell me a comment that it's real paper is really helpful, I feel like, well, I feel like crap because I made you guys struggle on the struggle bus for the last 3 years. But you guys stuck with it and you still kept making mystery cards with me. But yeah, isn't that funny? We live and we learn. We live and we learn. That's how that goes. All right. I'm going to pick Peacock, and I'm going to grab Flirty Flamingo, and I'm going to grab... Oh, you guys, the struggle bus is real, right? We all get on it some days, and some days we don't. All right. I am going to do a birthday card. So this is the stamp set that actually goes with this. If you guys see, like, the flowers match. So, flower. It's your birthday. We're going to party like it's your birthday. Susan says it's so much better too. You guys, it does look nicer, right? I was just trying not to give away too much, you right? I didn't want to make it too easy for you guys. Deanne says, I am no longer the only Deanne. No, you aren't. We have Deanne Dawn. That is correct, Deanne. All right, it's your birthday. We're going to party like it's your birthday. All right, so let's get that cleaned. You guys, this was my night to actually make you guys do work and for me not to stamp. So that's why I think I always use copy paper, and I wrote little love notes for you guys. Well, so this is going to be interesting because I'm putting it's your birthday. Well, that's not going to work for me. Let's think about this. I actually want enjoy your special day. Now, hang on. Is that going to be seen? Oh, it's going to be seen back there. Dang it, Bobby. All right, one moment, please. I'm going to cut. See, this is what Naughty Nancy says it's only paper. This is buying you guys some time. All right, one moment, please, while ooh, what size is that? That's not the right size. We're gonna cut ourselves a 3 by 4.5. 4.5. Oh man, that doesn't go for 4.5. We all love it because we do it together. Yes, we do. Penny Paula, I've been on the struggle bus. So I missed my stop to get off. Oh, that's funny. All right, so let's just see here. 4.5 by 3. So let's do 3. You guys, I'm cutting myself a new paper. This is not the one that you can flip over and redo on the other side, unfortunately, guys. I'm sad to say that because if you saw what my conundrum was, you will see it when you flip it over. So we're going to pick the inside sentiment that says, oh man, here comes Bigger Tigger, guys. He wants you guys to say hi to him. Now, if you're gonna be a pain in our butt though, buddy, you're gonna have to take the back door out, okay? I know, you just want everybody to see you, okay? But I know how you can be, and you're just gonna keep moving here, officer. Nothing to see here, okay? All right, buddy. If you go up there and jump, I'm gonna give you a hard time, little man. You guys, if you watched me on Thursday, I did all I could do to not like bust out laughing when he jumped up and he jumped down. Oh my goodness, this kitten was testing my patience. All right, that's better. Enjoy your special day is what I'm gonna do on the inside. And then I'm gonna use it's your birthday on the outside. Okay, so we're gonna do this. You did not want to strongly suggest paper pads and stamp sets so the card looked different, correct? Paper pads. I did not want to strongly suggest paper pads and stamp sets so the cards look different. I don't know if I understand what that means, Gwen. I'm trying to understand. Sometimes I have to read something 3 times and then I still don't get it, but I don't know if I understand. So here we're gonna do, I'm gonna put a flower. Angelique says, hello, Tigger. I'm gonna put it on that side, okay? So that it's not on the other corner. Hi, Sue Beasley from Australia. All right, and then I'm gonna get one more, and it's this little guy right here for my inside, all right? So I'm buying you guys time to get your stuff stamped as well. Here, we're working together. Peacock, and then we're gonna get a little daffodil, I think. Daffodil delight. I'll put that right there. Okay, you guys, I got my stuff stamped. I'm good to go. Oh, by using blank copy paper. You did not return this paper pad. Ah, that's it. Yes, yes, yes. Gwen Simmons, you just hit the nail on the head. I think that is exactly why I was using copy paper. Yes, you know, you got that right. So I understand what Gwen is saying now. It took me just a minute for her. She needed to explain to me what she was saying. The reason that I never used stuff is because I didn't want you guys to be persuaded to like get like a color pattern or something in line, right? I wanted, sorry you feel like you're working tonight, but we appreciate you. Thanks, Denise. I appreciate it. So yes, that is exactly it. I did not want to persuade you guys on what I was doing so that everybody's end up the same. Yes, 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 yes. Okay, so I got my stamping done. Adhere the white vanilla mat to the top panel of the tube. We talked about this. This is the top panel. And center it to top to bottom and flush with the inside middle panel. So let's go back to our tear and tape situation here. We're gonna rip off a couple longer pieces. Yeah, you guys, that is exactly why I didn't want you guys, and I actually have a different card that's already made that I cased, and you guys will see it when I reveal my mystery card. All right, so there's that. Now, okay, so I put the adhesive on the top, and now what this says is center this top to bottom and flush with the middle inside panel. So it's flush this way, and then centered top to bottom. Now, how are you gonna do this so it's best? Like centered, you know what, you could go like this, and then eyeball there and there. Okay, so that's kind of telling me it's centered. And then you should be able just to shut this like this. Okay, and it should be flush with the inside panel, and it should now be centered good. Okay. All right, good deal. You're right. So maybe maybe sometime I'll have to poll the audience to see if you guys like. I mean, I just had a couple people tell me they like this, and people have been giving me positive feedback that they like this, but maybe there are people that didn't want to see it too. All right, you guys good? Give me those thumbs ups, because we're almost winding down for the last couple pieces to get glued, and then the rest is gonna be up to you. Okay, so you guys, what we did is we glued that to the top of that tube. I'm calling that the tube. It's glued to the top. It should be centered, so you see a little bit of DSP peeking out. It's really cool because you ultimately get to see all of that DSP when you open the card up. So cool. All right. There's Bigger Tigger. All right, moving on to clue number 5. He is giving himself a bath right now. All right, you guys are good. Good. Now, this is where the moment that you guys can be practicing your creativeness, how you want to. I'll read the whole thing, and then you guys get to decide how you want to do this. Because you have 2 routes you can go. You can go the easy button route, or you can go the make it more complicated route. So, because it says an or here, there is an or. Stamp focal images and sentiments directly on the 2 3/4 by 3 3/4 white vanilla mat. Okay, and once you've stamped them, then you're going to adhere this to the mat, and then you're going to add to the card front. Okay, or stamp focal images, sentiments on scraps, and then adhere to the white vanilla mat, then add to the cardstock mat too. How do you want to add ribbon to the card? Okay, now let me just talk about all this for a moment. So either going the route of stamping on here directly, gluing these 2 together, and then you're going to glue it onto here, only on this panel. You do not want to put adhesive over here, okay? All right, so that would get put on right like this, and then it's a more flat card. You know, how are you going to put ribbon on? Like, maybe you don't want ribbon, maybe you hate ribbon. It's like the last thing you ever want to do is add ribbon. That's fine, but I love to encourage people to add ribbon because I love ribbon a lot. So the other thing now is, what if you have scraps? What if you have some scraps that you want to stamp a sentiment on? Maybe you want to add everything to the card front here and then put it on. Great. But what if you want to do a combination? You could stamp a background on here. You could stamp a sentiment on a strip. You could punch out some stuff. You could die cut. Like, this is where you guys can go as crazy creative as you want, or you can be like, yep, take the backseat approach and just stamp something right on here and call it good, right? Either way, regardless, figure out if you're going to add ribbon and how you're going to add it. You do not want to wrap ribbon all the way around here, because if you look at this, you will see the back of it. So, because I think I'm going to be safe, I'll just go ahead and show you how I would put this on here, because I'm not going to worry about my top. Now, you guys, that's not for me to worry about right now. I would put 3 dimensionals right there, and then what I would do is line this up here and put 3 here, okay? Because ultimately then this goes as far over to the left, and then this goes as far over to the right without going over, right? So now let's flip this way, right? So our adhesive is here and there. And now what you're going to do is center this, and it should nestle right in that white or vanilla mat very nicely, right? There should be the same margin of white all the way around there. Perfectly fine, good. If you wanted to use this, instead of this being white vanilla, this could be a light colored cardstock as well, all right? So I've got this, I popped it up, right? And you notice, no adhesive over here. Boom, perfect. Super fun, cool layout. I'm curious if you guys have ever done one like this. Okay, now back to this. At some point in my near future, when I need to show you guys my completed card, I will. But I have to figure out how I want to decorate the front. But ultimately, this is where your meat and potatoes of the card is. I think like this was like assembly, happiness, right? Getting that all put together. Now you guys get to use your creative side. Mix and match your stamps, sentiments, decorate the front of this however you so choose. And then when you're ready to put it onto your card mat here, go for it. All right? I'm curious. I know that I didn't ask for are you guys ready or not, but I'm pretty sure we're going to get to clue number 6. Adhere this layer to the card front, but I already said to do it. And hint putting adhesive on the back, which we've already covered, only on the back left side. We have already covered that. Hi, Bobby McPherson. Yeah, we're just winding down. All right, so not going to ask you guys for where you're at, but we're going to do clue number 7, because I get to the end here and you guys are, I hope you're in the thick of making and creating. The last one is always my favorite. Embellish and Stella to your heart's content, right? So Stella is a glitter pen. We love to always Stella things. And then embellishments. Add embellishments, add your ribbon figure, all that good stuff. And then ultimately, like, this is it. Ah, Sarah likes to see Tigger make a cameo. You hear that, Tigger? They like it. Mikey likes it. Yay. All right. So, I don't know, you guys. I think Sarah Simon, I would attribute her to this layout. She did a swap card, and she used this layout, and I cased it to make a card, which you guys will be seeing in the near future as well. It's actually one of the cards for the Inked Botanicals. It is one of the fun folds. That Inked Botanicals is a fun fold class. It's on August 31st. I have none left, you guys. Diane might have one left. She has class tomorrow night. It depends if she has somebody sign up or not, but there possibly is one left. And I actually have this card layout for one of the fun folds. And so I saw that and I'm like, ooh, we should do that for a mystery night. so Gwen has never seen it, but she loves it. And it's not that hard, you guys. You think it's complicated maybe because of that tube, but walking through that tube step by step and knowing that it's just a bunch of score lines and making a tube and that gets glued in the inside, that's really the hardest part. Betty Ray loves the videos. Yay. Okay, so what's next? Finish your card. If you finish it tonight, great. If you finish it tomorrow, great. You guys get a little leeway on this video for submitting your entries for your cards. I leave for Vegas on Thursday for the backstage. It's the leaders event. And I won't be back until Tuesday. And then we have the Inked Botanicals class on Thursday, the 31st. So about a week and a half. So on the 31st is when I'm going to do the drawing for Mystery Card Night. And what does that mean? So you guys, I hope, are making a card with me. And the thing is, I don't want you guys to just keep it to yourself. I want you to share it with everybody. Okay? Share your layout. Your layout's the same, right? But share what you put on this card layout. Like, what paper did you come up with? And it's so fun to see that everybody has the same layout, but all the different possibilities of the different stamps and the designer paper, the pattern paper, all the color cardstock choices, to see all the different cards, because they all look the same, but they all look different, right? So Lynn said, once you get the hang of it, it's fairly easy. Yes, exactly. And you guys, hopefully this layout, you guys like think, oh man, I would never have thought to try this on my own. But now that you did this with me and with the group here, like, it's not that complicated, right? It's not like rocket science. So you're welcome, Jamie. So I hope the weather isn't going to be a problem out there. Me too, Corinne. And I hope the bed bugs aren't a problem out there. I had one of my gals, one of my customers and team members sent me a picture that there are about like 8 different hotels in Las Vegas that are having bed bug problems. And I'm like, ooh, the Red Rocks is not listed on there. So I'm happy about that. Okay, so that's good. Nobody likes a bed bug. Unless they're a cat in bed with you bugging you, then I don't mind that bed bug. But all right, what's next? Let me show you what's next, you guys. I don't even print this off anymore because I have this in my drawer. So it's time to share. So this is the cover graphic that you're looking for. It says time to share. Post a photo of your creation in the comments for a chance to win a prize. For every 20 cards that are submitted, I do a door prize or do a drawing. All you have to do is get your cards submitted and I will include your name in the drawing. Thank you, Susan. I shall have fun. I'm going with Diane and Jennifer, which will be awesome. So you guys got to go to Facebook. So now this is where it gets a little bit dicey because we're in YouTube at the moment, but I still have my Facebook page. Oh, Lisa Soulless Brown is, we are flying out this week to leadership conference and I am determined to have no check bags. Well, you go, girl. Like, that's not me at all. I am definitely checking a bag. All right. So what you need to do is go to Cards by Christine and you need to go to, and I don't think I have it posted out there yet. You guys, sometimes I'm ahead and I do my A game thing and I get the post out there, but this is happening right now. You look for Mystery Card Night for August. Right now it's in upcoming because we're in the middle of it. It's not over yet. But as soon as the time limit passes and we're in, it'll go to past events. So, but when you get in here, you go to the discussion. And right now it's happening. It's not here, right? I need to, as soon as I am done being live, I will go create the post. But I'll show you what I'm talking about. When you go to past events, so let's go to the past ones. And we need to go to last month. So I want to show you guys, there's just so many events always. So many classes. Where are the past classes? That's to August. And I thought that I could just click on past events here. Oh, click on about. And then I'm going to try this way. Past events, see all. Okay. I want to go back to last month and show you guys last month. So if we go back, Hi, Squeaker. I'm just scrolling, you guys, I'm just scrolling through past events at the moment. Oh, and it just stops right there. Interesting. So in my phone, I think it has less capability, but like, let's search here. What July mystery. I'm just trying to share with you guys where to post. That's where we're at. We're pretty much done with this. Okay, July mystery night, mystery card. Go to discussion, and I put a sample of my card when it's all said and done. And then you guys, it's right here. We hope you had a great time. So this is what I'm going to post in the current one. We hope you had a great time solving the mystery with us. Show off your beautiful creations here by a certain day, and I'll put next week, the 30th. And then in the comments here is where you guys are going to share. So there's Paula's, and there's Patty's, and there's Jean's, there's Tony's, and Debbie. So this is what you guys will do, is post your creation, all right? So perfect. So that's what you're going to want to do. And then once next week Wednesday rolls around, hi baby, next week Wednesday rolls around, I'll go through and grab all the names of people who shared their cards. So hi honey, you guys want to see it? Little honey's here. All right, honey's here. She wants to say hi to everybody. She's the one that was sleeping on the table all afternoon while Diane and I were stamping. So oops, there. All right. Whew, great card. You guys liked it. Okay, and if you guys joined in at any point and it was late, like Vicki just said, she's late, she can watch the replay. As soon as I hit the end button, that replay will process and you guys will be able to watch it at any moment. Hi, Becky Schlossnagel. All right, so we did it. We got through mystery card night. Just a heads up, that mystery card night, oh, let's see here, is going to be super early next month, and I'm not going to be doing it. I will be in Maryland, camping at Cunningham Falls State Park. All right, so that means that Miss Kelly Lamb is going to be doing mystery card night with you guys. I will have a card layout already picked. I'm going to get on the ball with Clue 1 and have that published probably by, Tony's done, yay. I'll have that published soon. We are on August, what are we on, the 21st? So by, like, before Labor Day weekend, by the 1st, I'll have Clue 1 published. And Kelly is going to do mystery card night with you guys on September 7th, okay? Mark your calendars. It is actually a Thursday night. So what's happening is the escape is happening next month. So we are moving, all of my in-person classes are getting pushed to the end of the month. And so mystery card night is getting moved up, you guys, to September 7th. And Kelly will be doing it while I'm in Maryland, which is awesome. Yay. Okay. And it's going to be a fun fold, you guys. I hope you guys are okay with that. I don't think you mind the fun folds as long as we walk through them and do them together. Sometimes fun folds can be intimidating. I get that. But hopefully this one wasn't too crazy for you after we got going with it. So next month is going to be a fun fold as well. Yay. So cool, cool. Whew. Lisa loves it. Good. Connie loves it. Coral is listed on the package. Yes, Susan, we're good there. I think Flirty turned out just fine though. Deanne said, awesome. Good. All right, you guys. Well, now it's on you. I'm going to let you guys go. I'm going to head back upstairs and keep working on my last card for the escape so that I can call that and check that off my list. I will get that posted though really quick here. And Jenna, give me at least a 30-minute window, like 7:30, 8 o'clock. You can give me a call so we can go talk about your file. So perfect. All right, you guys, I'm going to say peace out. Lots of sunshine, love, and hugs to your mother. Do you guys know what I was going to say? There is a rhyme. It's like peace, word out, word to your mother. There's a song, right? So I said peace, but then I started to say lots of sunshine, love, and big hugs. And then I finished my peace, word to your mother. Completely scrambled that. So anyways, lots of love, hugs, and big... You guys, I hear Honey over here licking herself and cleaning her toes, and I'm being distracted by her. So lots of sunshine, love, and big hugs is what I really meant to say. Yes, Gwen Simmons, it is by Camp David. It is like about maybe a minute or 2-minute drive. It's like right in the back door, like that you can hike there. Definitely, it's right in the back door. So perfect. All right, you guys. We'll see you the next time. Lots of sunshine, love, and big hugs officially. I'm going to count to 10 just in case it ends early. 1, 2,